In this question, we are asked to calculate any non-zero numbers x and y such that y is not equal to 3 and x by y is less than x plus 3 divided by y. We are required to calculate what condition is satisfied if this is the case. In this kind of question, we don't cross multiply. Because if you're told that x by y is less than x plus 3 divided by y minus 3, why don't we just cross multiply? We won't cross multiply because we don't know the sign of y. Is y greater than 0 or is y less than 0? We don't know that. Similarly, we don't know the sign of y minus 3. So if you are multiplying both the sides of the inequality with a negative number, the sign of the inequality will change. That is, if you're told that x is greater than y, if you're multiplying both sides with minus 1, minus x will be less than minus 1. So here we don't know the sign of y and y minus 3, so we can't cross multiply. But what we can do is, we can bring it to the other side of the inequality. So we have x by y minus x plus 3 divided by y minus 3 to be less than 0. Now if you take the denominator, common denominator as y into y minus 3, this will be xy minus 3x minus xy minus 3y is less than 0. Or essentially what we have is minus of 3 times x plus y divided by y into y minus 3 is less than 0. Now we can multiply both sides with minus 1. Like we discussed earlier, if you are multiplying both sides with minus 1, the sign of the inequality will change. So here 3 times x plus y will be greater than 0. Now divide both sides with 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is a positive number, so the sign of the inequality will not change. So essentially what we have is that x plus y divided by y into y minus 3 is greater than 0. Now you can multiply the numerator, the left hand side and the right hand side with y into y minus 3 whole square. Y into y minus 3 whole square is greater than 0. So essentially what we have is that x plus y into y minus 3 is greater than 0. This is the inequality that we have based on this inequality. Just by simplifying it and removing the denominators, we are going to get this inequality. So let us draw a number line. This is when y is equal to 0, this is when y is equal to 3. Let me actually clean this up so that we have space. What we essentially have is x plus y into y minus 3 is greater than 0. Now if you are drawing the number line on y, this is when y is equal to 0. This is when y is equal to 3. When y is less than 0, over here, y into y minus 3 will be positive. When y lies between 0 and 3, y into y minus 3 is less than 0. When y is greater than 3, y into y minus 3 is greater than 0. We want x plus y into y minus 3 to be greater than 0. Over here, y into y minus 3 is greater than 0, so we want x plus y to be greater than 0. Or we want y to be greater than minus 6. Here, y into y minus 3 is less than 0, so we want x plus y to be less than 0. Therefore, y has to be less than minus 6. Here again, y into y minus 3 is greater than 0, so x plus y has to be greater than 0, or y has to be greater than minus 6. Now, if you're looking at the options, x by y is less than y by x is immaterial. We can't really say anything about x by y. So this is not the answer. If y is less than 0, that is in this segment, minus x is less than y. This is actually true. This is the same as y is greater than minus x. If y is greater than 10, that is somewhere over here, minus x is greater than y. Over here, minus x is actually less than y, and this is true when y is greater than 3. So this is actually false. If x is less than 0, minus x is less than y. Again, we can't say anything about the value of x. We can clearly say something about the value of y. So essentially, the only option that is correct is option B.